Hello, I'm Alex Turk, and you're listening to the Food Systems podcast brought to you by the Forum for the Future of Agriculture. I had the pleasure of talking to keynote speakers and panelists at the forum in Brussels this year. Here's a flavour of some of their insights and ideas for you to enjoy. So Grzegorz Brodziak joins me now, and Grzegorz, you've just spoken to the forum. You are the president and on the management board of the Polish Agricultural Federation, and so you speak on behalf of over 1,000 farms and farmers across Poland. And so collectively, as a voice, when you talk about implementing the transition, what was your main thought and message to the forum on the panel today?
Yeah, let me just remark in the beginning that yes, 1,000 farms, which is a fraction of Polish agriculture, where we have 1,003,000 farmers in general. So the large farms represent just a fraction in terms of number of farms. And we have probably a different view compared to the small farms in some respects. But in general, we all, and also when I speak to my colleagues running small farms, we all would like a more level playing field. Everybody is fed up with the over-regulation. A wrong thing also when we talk about the European Green Deal and farm-to-fork strategy, which in principle contains a lot of good things in terms of getting more sustainable, getting more climate friendly, and providing better technologies for our tools, our workshop, which is soil, which is nature, which is climate and weather. The mistake about that was that it was not communicated well enough, and the farmers and farmers' organizations were not involved enough in the dialogue. Whether it was due to the pandemic time or other reasons doesn't matter today. What we need is an open and true dialogue, and definitely simplification of the rules of the game, so that we can win the minds, but first the hearts of the farmers.
And how do you think that message was received at the forum today from the panel and from those joining us in the room?
I definitely understand and feel that everybody is looking for these things like simplification and clear rules. We have a situation with quite a geopolitical chaos even, and changing circumstances around us and the conditions for our work, where we need stability. So we need to look a bit back, maybe take a step back and see how, in a wise way, we can implement things which are necessary in terms of climate change and protection of environment, but to keep production going and to keep our competitiveness on a level that allows us to continue to exist in European agriculture. So yes, a general support to this wish about simplification and clear rules for running agriculture.
And you've partnered on a regional discussion, I know, in Poland recently, where you appeared with Tassos, who is on the panel today. Do you feel that there is progress being made? And we're in Brussels today. Do you feel that your voice is being heard amongst the policymakers?
I have an impression that the voice is heard, and the dialogue is going on, and the openness to dialogue is bigger than it used to be. Especially in Poland, I would say, where we experienced a lot of protests by farmers last year. The wave went through whole Europe, basically. It was quite violent in Poland. I appreciate very much that the politicians and the Minister of Agriculture is really building up this trust relationship with farmers, being ready to meet them and discuss anytime almost they need it. It's exactly in order to re-establish the trust, to re-establish the dialogue, and to make people understand we are not against you, we want to make life easier for you in the long run. When I look at Brussels, there is this saying, Brussels bubble. And I hear a lot of comments saying that we do not want politicians in Brussels or in any other big cities in Europe take decisions about what we farmers should do and how we should do, because we know best. which is not the full truth, because what we need is a combination of science-based information and transition designed in a way that we can keep going, we can keep producing, and we can have the space and possibility to adjust our way of running our farms.
And to have the hearts and minds of farmers, with the policymakers. What do you think would be the one step that you would take now? What would you advocate to take us closer to being able to effectively implement the transition?
We are now in the middle of, or in the discussion and debate where the future financial frames are being defined and future common agriculture policy. Also, the new approach to the environmental aspects is being presented. We have seen the vision for agriculture, that was in February. What we need now, I would imagine that deregulation, which is also announced by omnibus package, would be really appreciated by the farmers. And keep going with the dialogue. Keep farmers involved in the dialogue, appreciate what they do, understand them, care for what they do, in order to create space again for working gradually on the big things which are necessary to happen. So I do not have any quick advice. It's simply keeping dialogue alive and appreciating and understanding farmers and their position in the very practical context.
Well, thank you for bringing your views to the forum today.
Thank you.
You've been listening to another edition of the Food Systems Podcast, brought to you by the Forum for the Future of Agriculture. It's been a pleasure having you with us. Please join us again next time.